welcome to this page. I am so excited that you made it here. I'm an educational assistant in the public school. My name is Faith, and I believe every single child can become a fluent and efficient reader. According to the National Reading Association, 67% of grade 4 students cannot read at a proficient level, and 33% are only reading at a basic level. That's crazy. So, with that amount of kids, so many children are struggling in school when they don't need to. Reading needs to be taught in a different way than the majority of teachers are teaching it. I see it. And so many students are struggling, so many children. So I'm making it my mission to help as many children as I possibly can become fluent and efficient readers so that reading becomes easy for them. Now, I see teachers the way they're teaching it in school, I can't believe it. I actually want to show you some words written down by my 5-year-old nephew who's in kindergarten. He brought these words home, and his mom took a picture of them and sent them to me to show me these words that he thinks are spelled correctly. Here, let me show you. Take a look. So here you see the word, or it's supposed to be the word, people. And this in kindergarten is supposed to be correct. And so this next word that you see is supposed to be the word queen. And the next word, this is apparently how you spell caterpillar. And apparently it's correct. So the next time my sister went to volunteer in her son's class, she realized why he was bringing these words home spelled incorrectly, because the teacher was writing them wrong on the board for the class to write down, because I guess she was teaching that you write down each sound. She was teaching them to sound out words literally like people, P-E-O, P-E-P-L. Well, that's not how you spell people. And these kids are going to grade 1 and with learning to spell wrong. And they're going to think it's right, and they're going to get it wrong in grade 1. Here, I want to show you an example of a video my sister took for me. It's a home reading book, a sight words home reading book that the kindergarten students are supposed to read. And the problem is they're memorizing these books, so it looks like they know how to read. So she took the sight words separately and made flashcards. And she took a fellow kindergarten student out of her son's class, his friend, and she got him to read the book to her, and he read it perfectly. Then she took the flashcards separately and asked him what they were, and he didn't know any of them. Here, look at this.
I'm videoing this sight words book, and instead of doing sight words cards, they're supposed to read this book. Once they've colored the picture and we've initialed it, then that means that they can go on to the next page. So what I did with this is that the kids know it off by heart, so they can read it pretty good. So what I did is I took all the sight words out of this book and made flashcards, because they actually are sight words, even though in the reading program that we have. And I broke it into like about 10 words per booklet, and I'm doing that with Tyler. So I practiced with Jeremy. He read the book to me, no problem. All the pages, knows it great. I presented him the flashcards, no idea. So.
The other day, I was working in a grade 3-4 split class. And this girl in grade 3, she came up to me and she's like, "Can you tell me what this word is?" And I was like, "Okay." And here, let me show you what word it was. So this is the word that she did not know. And if you're in grade 3, this word should not be hard and you should know it. So out of curiosity, I asked her a couple more words that day, and she did not know how to read them either. Reading needs to start being taught at an earlier age. We learn to speak. We start speaking to our babies the day they're born, but we only start teaching reading when they enter kindergarten. No, a child as young as 2 years old can start to learn to read. It's phenomenal what a 2-year-old can do. Anyways, if your child, however, is older, they can still be caught up, get to grade level, get above grade level, as long as they're taught in the correct and proper way. Jim Yang, a father of 4, created the Children Learning Reading Program. It teaches the letters and the sounds at the same time. It's a remarkable program. Every grade 1 and kindergarten class should have this, and there wouldn't be so many children behind in reading. My sister started this with her 5-year-old son. That's in kindergarten. That was made to write these words incorrectly, and he is definitely learning to read. You know what, she figured, like, if he's going to be taught wrong, then, you know, she doesn't want him to struggle, so she figured she would take matters into her own hand and start him on the Children Learning Reading Program. Let me show you how he's doing now.
Bat, bat, cab, cab.
Right on.
Bob is in the tub. The sub is in the tub. Bob spins the sub in the tub. Bob had fun.
If this program is used lesson by lesson, it's all laid out with lesson by lesson plans, worksheets, colored stories. It's amazing. If it's followed lesson by lesson plan and the instructions are followed properly, your child will soon be reading at the top of their class, be above grade level, and won't have to struggle anymore. The results simply speak for themselves. This program works. Let's see what some people have said about it. A parent from Surrey, British Columbia, Canada says, "My daughter is in grade 2, and it was brought to my attention by her teacher that her reading level was below grade level. After 2 months, my child is now reading at grade level, and she has started beginner novels and reads on her own." Page S, another parent, says, "I have taught in Catholic schools for over 20 years in grades pre-K, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grades, and used various reading programs and series. My own child is 22. I wish I had known about your program 20 years ago. I am excited to see my little 3-year-olds at school learning phonemic awareness so easily and in only a few minutes each day." GSC says, "After kindergarten, my son could not read at all. His teacher said he would never be able to keep up or catch up in 1st grade and wanted to hold him back. Then we found your program. When he started 1st grade, he is reading and the teacher is absolutely amazed and raves about his progress. You are a lifesaver." To learn more about how this program works, just enter your email address, click Show Me the Program, and you can see Jim Yang will have a video explaining his program and how it all works. If you've been looking for a way to get your child reading, this is it. This is the program that you've been looking for. Just enter your email address, click Show Me the Program, and see for yourself. Let's get your child reading.